All right, what's going on, brothers? Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. All right, brothers. I'm gonna try to make this quick. As you can see, the background is a casino, brothers. I'm gonna talk about what I would call casino dreams. And brothers, I'm not the first person. I'm not the first person to make this observation or to see this. Dr. Jawanza Kinjufu, if I'm saying his name correctly, actually talked about this in a different way, different context, different verbiage in the destruction, the conspiracy to kill black boys or to destroy black boys. But anyway, without further ado, let me just get right into it, brothers. Here's what I consider casino dreams. Uh, they're long shots, NFL player, athletes, things like that. Let's go to it. These are just a few of casino dreams, okay? It might be more, rappers. But it's becoming a running joke. A running joke in the black community. I know guys damn near in their 50s trying to make it a rap career. I mean, literally thinking that they're gonna blow up, that they're gonna make some type of difference. Now let me clarify and give some clarification to this, brothers. Let's say you a person you just love to rap. Okay, cool. I got nothing against that. It's something you just love to do, something you enjoy. Okay, cool. But what else are you doing? Are you doing something to build a life, to something you can leave to your kids, to make a living? You understand what I'm saying, brothers? Brothers, at one time, brothers, I was rapping. I'm just being honest with you. But you know what? Check this out. I was working a full-time job, man. I invested and made my own studio. It wasn't like the top notch, top of the line, but I invested, bought some equipment, things like that, and made my own studio. But the key words, brothers, I still was working. I still was pursuing things, still building, being productive. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, I see guys they don't want to work. Like rappers, they occupation. They not getting paid. They not getting nothing for this. Nothing. Those people become a hindrance to our community. Why? Because they don't bring nothing to the table. Okay, brothers. So nothing wrong with rapping, brothers. You can have a passion for that. That's cool. But until you making a living off that, brothers, invest in yourself. Invest in getting you a skill or trade. And that way, okay, let's say you do get a deal with rapping. Okay, then you can leave that and you can pursue that then. Nothing wrong with being a productive citizen of your community, brothers. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why it's becoming a running joke. How he rapping. It really is, man. You got guys in their 50s talking about their rapping. And like I say, it's cool. Like don't get me wrong, but like I say, I hope I made some clarification. I've known guys like who work, who they done moved up in their, they moved up in their jobs, and they like, yeah, man, I rap from time to time, or I used to do it, blah blah blah, and they just still have a passion for it. Cool, but yet they went out and pursued and made themselves a productive member. Why you should do this, brothers? Because most of you guys would never be Dr. Dre. Most of you guys would never be a Nas. It's just the truth. It's just the truth of the matters, brother. All right. Most people would not make it. Out of all the people I've known in my life, it was only one person who had a modicum of success, and he actually passed away. He actually had produced beats for Chief Keef. Chief Keef and E-Days, and he made some beats for those guys. But anyway, let's go to the next one. YouTuber. Man, everybody named Mama making a YouTube channel. No pun intended, brothers. I know I got one too. No pun intended. But brothers, I'm not a top notch YouTuber. I barely even put up videos. You understand what I'm saying? So, but anyway, brothers, nothing wrong with being a YouTuber too, brothers. I'm not saying don't take it seriously, but still invest in yourself. Why, brothers? Because most people are not going to make it in the YouTube game. Even if you learn and you learn everything, you get all this information, most of you still won't make it. It's just the way it is. Okay, brothers? That's the way this world is. There's always gonna be few at the top, okay? That's why you probably can name most of the big time YouTubers. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them, but you know what I'm saying. It's not many. It's probably like a million YouTube channels. You may only have 1,000, across the world that's really actually real big. You know, and also social media influence that goes with the Instagram, TikTokers, and YouTubers, the whole nine, and athletes. Same thing, brothers. Most people are not going to be a LeBron. You know how many guys I've known? I'm talking about dedicated, serious, going to camps, AAUs, running, training, and won't even get nowhere near the pro. Won't even make the G League because that's just the way it is, brothers. I'm talking about some good guys, real good. But that's just the way this game goes. But there's only so many can go to the NBA. Most guys would never even make it. Now, I'm not trying to shit on you guys' dreams, but what I'm saying is that it's cool to pursue these things, but brothers, make sure you get a backup plan. Like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna pursue. You get a scholarship. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pursue this. I'm gonna try to make it. But while you trying to make it, okay, what else can I do in the meantime excuse me, to make myself marketable, just in case I don't make it. And at the end, entertainment, that encompasses all of this stuff. Okay, so yeah, these are casino dreams. Okay, brothers, and most people they just won't make it, man. They won't make it. And you know how many people got stuff on Spotify, and I'm not knocking it, brothers. I got a lot of people who got stuff on Spotify. All right, now here's the occupations to consider, brothers. Uh, this can apply for you older guys as well, but mainly the young guys. Of course, a doctor. Okay, brothers, if you up in age, you probably not trying to go to school 12 more years to be a doctor, so I understand. But young people, doctors, that's a good profession. A dentist. I think doctor, you go to school for 12 years, if I'm not mistaken. A dentist, I think it's 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. A pharmacist is 6 years. A lawyer, I think the lawyer's course is 4, I believe. Engineer, nursing, truck driver, mechanic, plumber, electrician, carpenter, welders, auto body repair, painter. Brothers, these are all good professions. Now, don't get me wrong, brothers. Doctor, dentist, pharmacists, lawyers, you guys spend more time in that. Okay, but the good thing about all these professions I just named, brothers, is that you can do it on your own. This is a good thing about having a skill or trade from what I can gather throughout my years. Now, I could be wrong on some of them, but majority of the skills or trades, I know you can say the doctors and things are a career, whatever. But when you develop these, when you get this type of skills, you can do it on your own. Excuse me. A doctor can have his own practice. So can a dentist. So can a pharmacist. So can a lawyer. I'm not sure about engineer. Nurse. If I'm mistaken, I think I've heard nurses can be independent. They can be like a independent contractor. And whether they is or not, it's still a good profession. Of course, truck drivers can, mechanics, and plumbers, electricians. Now, electrician is a little bit, it's not, well, I just say for Illinois, in the state of Illinois. I'm not saying it's hard to get into, excuse me, but, it's like, it's not like a clear cut path to it, to be an electrician, at least here in Illinois. But anyway, brothers, I know plumbing is really opening up. Auto body repair. These things are all good trades to get occupations to consider, brothers. And that's all I want to say, brothers. These things are more. They have more substance. And when you invest in these type of occupations, these type of skills of trade, but I guarantee you, as long as this society is operating somewhat like it's operating, because it's getting worse. But as long as it's operating off, you work and you are paid. These things will pay you. These things will pay. They'll be good, and they pay off in the long run, brothers. Oh man, a lot of brothers who got skills of trade, man, once they get the experience, things soar. And the good thing about when you have an occupation, excuse me, like this, brothers, your chances increases on making good money, a comfortable living. Some of these people might even become millionaires, depending on what they do. I don't think it'll be a lot, but you will have a better chance of becoming that, or to have a more comfortable life as opposed to just being a general labor. All right. So these are all things you can consider, brothers. That's all, man. Like I say, brothers, we got too many of our people trying to go for casino dreams. Like I had some guy I know, like, yeah, man, look what my son did, man. Showing his son making beats and stuff at a young age, that's commendable. But I'm just like, I'm not impressed with that, and it don't surprise me none. I'm like, okay, so what, man? I mean, he can put some beats together. Kids are smart. What else can he do? Is he good in his math, his reading, things like that? That's more impressive, more commendable than all this music, brother. Because most people are not going to make it. They're just not. But we can steer our kids into things that's more sustainable. All right. So that's it right there, brothers. And I know they got the stems, which engineers in that, but I'm gonna just end it with this. Due to the fact that a lot of our kids are behind in math and reading, from what I read, our kids going into the STEMS program is very low, very low. So the next best thing for us is to point our kids into getting skills of trades, you know, because they won't be able to compete if you can't do math and your reading's not good. You're not going to be able to compete in that field. But so actually, it's going to be kind of hard for you to compete just in a skills of trade field too as well. But that's more of a viable option for them, because chances are they're not going to be able to get in the STEMS program, but maybe with some tutoring and things like that, they definitely can go get a skill of trade, and they can apply that and can move up and can have a good living. Matter of fact, like I say, some might become business owners and might relay that into other things. All right, brothers, that's it. I hope you brothers got some edification out of that, brothers. I'm out. Peace.